How's it going? Welcome to our 4th episode of Spicy Time. Today, we're going to make powdered mushroom, or mushroom powder, however you want to say it. Mushroom powder is kind of expensive. First of all, in my local grocery, they don't even carry it, but looking on Amazon, it looks to cost about $4 to $6 per ounce. Well, we're going to make a bunch. I don't know how much it's going to come out to be, but basically, making mushroom powder, there's as many varieties of mushroom powder as there are mushrooms. And a lot of people mix mushrooms and have created specific blends and things like that. We're not that fancy. We're just going to take some baby Bella mushrooms we got at our local store. These were $3 per package, and they were the same price sliced or unsliced, so I saved myself the trouble and went ahead and got sliced. So these are each 8 ounces. So we have 24 ounces of sliced baby Bella mushrooms. And we're going to take them and first of all, we're going to wash them because I don't know whether or not they get washed before they get sliced. So we're going to go ahead and just wash them. And then we're going to pat them dry with some paper towels. Then we're just going to load them up onto our dehydrator trays. It really is that simple for this. So one of the things we want to do is we don't want to have these stacked. So we want to make sure that they're just individual mushrooms on the trays. That way, it facilitates drying. So we're going to load these up on the trays. And I did a little research and looking up the time and temperature for drying mushrooms. And it said between 110 and 120 degrees. So we're going to set that at that. And let's just get started. We'll crank this up. And I will see you back here, in a few hours. We'll probably have to do some stirring, some rotating of trays, etc. But it should take a number of hours for this to happen. So, all right, it's been almost 3 hours now. We're going to take a look at this, see what we think. Rotate the trays. Try to determine how much longer we need to finish this up. Alright, so the bottom part felt really dry. The top had some sponginess left to it, so I would say not quite done. We did rotate the trays. Maybe another hour, maybe 2. Seems like it's coming along pretty nicely though. We'll check back in a little bit. Alright, it's been 4.5 hours. Let's take a look and see what we think. They're very light. Still, I think we want to keep going until they actually break when you bend them, because right now they're still a little spongy. That one broke. That one broke. That one did not, though. It just bent. So I think until they're ready to actually snap when we bend them, I'm not ready to pull these off, so we'll let them go for a little bit longer. They said 6 to 8 hours. It's been 4.5, so it's not unreasonable that they're going to take a little longer. All right, see you back in a bit. Okay, this is fascinating. So when I took, the mushrooms felt totally dry and they snapped when I tried to bend them. But when I put them in the grinder and ground them down, they ground down to a paste. There's still a lot of moisture in here. So we're going to grind all of this down to the paste and then dry that, because clearly the spongy type texture of the flesh of the mushroom still retained a lot of water. So we're going to grind all these down, put them on parchment paper, continue to dehydrate them until we can get it to a powder dryness. But that is not where we are now. So we'll keep trying to get this done, but it's going to take us a little bit longer. All right, so now it's all stuck to the parchment, kind of like a fruit leather sort of thing. Still a little damp on one side. I'm going to peel these off and flip them, let them dry some more. I may end up grinding them again and putting them back on the parchment. I don't know. This is new territory for us. So let's start with flipping them and coming back in a little bit, I guess. Alright, so the mushroom leather seems to be pretty dry. We're going to run it through the spice grinder, see how it turns out. If it still seems a little wet, we'll put it in again, but in the meantime, I guess we're about to find out how close we are. Well, that certainly looks a lot more like you would expect powder to look like. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this ground up, and then we'll, I guess, put it away. Looks kind of like coffee. Alright, I'd estimate we came out with about 6 good ounces of mushroom powder from that. It's about 2 ounces per little carton of mushrooms, which were $3 a piece. So we're looking at about $1.50 an ounce, as opposed to the $4 to $6 per ounce that this was costing at Amazon. So I would say we definitely probably reduced our cost by about 60 to 75%. And the product's going to be much, much better. This was a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. It started out super easy because we didn't have to do a lot of prep work. But the nature of mushrooms is such that they hold moisture. So it took quite a bit longer to actually get this dehydrated than we expected it to. But we need to find out how good it is. We're going to have to wait a week for that. Victoria's out of town. She'll be back. I've got a special recipe that we are going to whip up when she returns using this. So we'll see you then in about a week. All right, bye now.